So the question is, what is plantar fasciitis? How do we prevent it, and what do we do if we get it? The plantar fascia is a slip of tendinous material. It's not contractile. It's not a muscle. It's like a tendon. And it comes from, or like a ligament more. And it comes from here on the heel. So here's a foot. Here's the bottom of the foot. And it starts here on the heel and comes across the whole bottom of the foot and attaches finally at the end of the toes. There are two slips of it. There's a little slip on the side, on the outside of the foot here. It's really small. Very rarely do we have problems with just that one. But the big slip that comes across to the big toe, this is where most of the weight bearing happens, and this is where the problem happens. So oftentimes what will hurt is this little, the origin of that fascia right here on the heel. And if you push on your own heel and you feel pain right there, chances are you have plantar fasciitis. How do we prevent it? Well, usually maintaining flexibility in the whole system is a good idea. So sometimes plantar fasciitis comes on because we have tight calf muscles, and the calf muscles are strong and tight, but the plantar fascia is just tight and a little bit weaker. And so something has to give. You do some excessive activity and something gets injured. Well, if this is the weak link, then this is what happens. So you can minimize your chances of getting plantar fasciitis by maintaining general flexibility in your calves, hamstrings, and in your feet. There are a series of stretches you could do to maintain that. I would do them after you finish your exercise regimen. And then maintaining good strength and flexibility is kind of it's a generic thing, but that's how you avoid it. Also having good shoe wear. Now, shoes that have very poor cushioning, or if you spend a lot of time in flip-flops, for example, that can be a problem. If you're prone to having this kind of a problem and you wear flip-flops all the time, there's a chance that you increase your chances of getting plantar fasciitis. Now the question is, what do you do if you get plantar fasciitis? Well, it's an inflammatory condition like many others. And so you would talk to your doctor about appropriate anti-inflammatories. Stretching and keeping it limber is important. And so, because it'll tighten up, and oftentimes your foot at night will kind of go straight and flatten out as you lie down flat. Well, then you get up in the morning and you stand on it and it stretches out that plantar fascia that's been kind of on in this unstretched position all night. Suddenly stretching it in the morning really hurts, and sometimes people complain that the first 3 steps of the morning are the most painful. So it's important to stretch and keep that loose, especially first thing in the morning, even before you hit the ground to step on it. Stretch that foot and stretch out your calf. And then there's a series of strengthening exercises to give support to the foot intrinsically, meaning in the muscles that are in the foot, and also your calf muscles. To give support to the plantar fascia, it's important to strengthen and stretch. You can ice. Icing's very important, especially if you flare it up after having done some activity, even standing on it, and you feel like, oh, my heel really hurts. Ice it down really good. That cools it off. There are a lot of other things that people talk about, like wearing a boot at night. Sometimes some people have success with those types of things, or special socks that kind of keep your foot in a neutral position so that you're not flattening out your foot all night long. Those come with mixed results.